First used PKB, somebody came along early to the patients panel and told us about it. And I registered and I went and had a look at, I've got some blood test results on there. How good's this? So that was how I started using it. The graphs over time of blood tests are great. And also there's a handy little link that there's a test on there that maybe you know nothing about. And you click on the little link and it'll actually tell you in fairly layman's terms what that blood test is all about and why you're having that blood test. I have been using it a lot lately with my wife's condition, and she's had a lot of blood tests over the last 6 months. And I can see before we've spoken to anybody if things are going up or going down. There was one particular test, and I don't even know what it means, where the range on it was between 30 and 100, and her test was 700. So it's obviously not good. Okay, that is obviously not good. And the next time we went, a week later, it had come down to 300. So that is obviously good. It's not great, but it's good. And I think from that point of view, it's great to be able to see what's going on. Certainly, we've been to casualty. In the last 6 months, we've been to casualty 3 times. She's had bloods done. If you're in casualty, quite often, unless you say something, nothing happens. I don't mean nothing happens, but it might take 7 or 8 hours to happen. When she's had blood tests done, I know that in an hour, the blood tests are back. And I can go, well, the bloods are back. Are you going to do anything about it? And it does make a difference. It really does make a difference. But if you've got an ongoing condition and you get a recurrence, then, for instance, in my wife's case, she started being ill while we were on holiday down in Devon, and she didn't want to go to the hospital in case they kept her in. So we came home a week early. And it was fortunate actually, because we did go to the GP and get a referral, but about a week later we were in A&E via ambulance because of her problems. Now, had it gone the other way round and she was going through her treatment and then she had a flare up when we were in Devon, there's no saying that they would have any idea of what her problems were. We could tell them, but what her blood test results were and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I think it's important that, wherever you touch the NHS, you can share that information. If you're regularly a customer of the NHS, you end up with a folder that's this big. And I've got an ophthalmology appointment. Where's that piece of paper gone amongst all this other stuff? Whereas you can go on straight away. If you've got a range of appointments, there's a diary that tells you what your next appointment is, which is quite handy, especially if it's a way off and you kind of forget the date. You can keep up to date with that. I think it's really important. I encourage everyone to use it. Do you know about PKB? No, what's PKB? Just go and register and have a look.